Evening, South Carolina Weather Watchers. I'm the host for South Carolina Weather, Jesse Peterson, and let's talk about the weather for your Thursday. So, looking at the radar right now, as you can see, we do have some flood watches going up for up here inside of the PD regions, kind of like the North Carolina, South Carolina border PD regions of South Carolina. And that goes all the way down from Myrtle Beach, Conway, Loras, Dillon as well. And we also do have clear conditions or very minor conditions going on inside of South Carolina. As we move through for the MRMS, you can see that pretty much we do have some rain that's pretty much kicking up just to the east of, just to the southeast of us, I should say, east and southeast coast. And then as we move over to like the west or even the central United States, showers, downpours going through, storms going on inside of Kansas, Missouri, and one just popped up over here just in the southeast of Colorado, as well as over here inside of southern Arizona. We also do have some thunderstorms going on, severe thunderstorms going on inside of Canada, and the Northeast is receiving some very scattered showers, and the Pacific Northwest is also looking pretty good as we move through there as well. As we move on to the cloud cover right now, cloud cover really has that cloud cover near like Myrtle Beach, Florence, Charleston's receiving some cloud cover as well. Light cloud cover continues over near Columbia and Charlotte as well. And as we continue on, let's look at the future for in terms of cloud cover. As we push this forward, you see that cloud cover will continue as the night progresses, and then as we get through to tomorrow morning, you can start to see that that cloud cover does move over to the east. And then finally, as we move around 16, 17, maybe even 18 hours out, cloud cover does decide to kind of stay inside of eastern South Carolina, central South Carolina, but kind of avoids like western South Carolina. Here is our current temperatures: around 80 in Columbia, 82 in Charleston, 80 in Savannah, 79 in Myrtle Beach, 80 in Rock Hill, 75 in Greenville, 79 in Anderson, 80 in Bennetville, and Florence as well. Here's our low temperatures for tonight. Low temperatures around 77 in Columbia, 76 in Orangeburg, 76 in Sumter, 77 in Charleston, 79 Hilton Head Island, 78 in Myrtle Beach, 75 in Georgetown, 74 in Aiken, 72 Anderson, Greenville, Spartanburg, 73 in Rock Hill. Here's our forecast precipitation for the next 24 or so hours as we move through to the next 24 hours. Around a half an inch to an inch possible in Cheraw, 1 to 1.5 inches in Dillon, half an inch to an inch in Myrtle Beach, quarter of an inch to half an inch in Georgetown, half an inch to an inch inside of Charleston, hundredths of an inch to a tenth of an inch in Hilton Head Island, and it's just going to be scattered like this pretty much because we don't know exactly where these exact showers and storms are going to head for the next 24 hours. So it's kind of, right now it's kind of aligning where the best case scenario, quote unquote, where these showers and storms can be. And as we move into the SPC outlook as well, you can even see that we are still under that TSTM for tonight, as it's just for pretty much from Charleston, Dorchester County, all the way over into like Florence, up there in Myrtle Beach, Georgetown as well. And then as we move through to tomorrow is going to be again pretty much the same thing, but it's a bit more further west. The only place that probably will not see any thunderstorms is up there inside of the upstate of South Carolina, the very far upstate of South Carolina, for like Greenville, Spartanburg, Anderson, the Blue Ridge Mountains. And then day 3, it just pushes a bit more westward. So again, just regular thunderstorms are expected. But if you look at the models, though, because that's also something else that we're going to have to look out for. As you push this forward, you can see that as we move through around 3, 4, 5 o'clock, showers and storms will start to push onto the coast around that time. And then look at these showers and storms popping up just to our south and east at 7 o'clock in the morning while we're probably either sleeping or we're up, getting ready to go somewhere. They kind of dissipate a tiny little bit, but then as we go to around 10, 11 a.m., showers and storms will start to persist, especially near the coast and up there near Rock Hill, Lancaster, South Carolina. And showers and storms will continue as they actually start to kind of transfer the energy over land, cause thunderstorm issues for the pretty much for Low Country PD and Southern Midlands around the late evening hours. Upstate you start to see some downpours around 9, 10, 11 o'clock. And then that's pretty much it. Not in terms of rain. Rain obviously is still possible as we move through the morning hours on the 13th. But as we continue on to like 2 o'clock on Saturday, still have that potential down there inside the low country still for some showers and storms to develop around 2 o'clock p.m. on Saturday. Here is our excessive rainfall forecast for the next 5 or so days. You can start to see that the green area here is that marginal risk. Yellow risk over here is for the slight risk. So marginal risk surrounds it. Goes in like Florence as well. Down into Marion County, Horry County, Georgetown County as well. And so that's the marginal risk of excessive rainfall. As we go into tomorrow, as well, marginal risk goes all the way from Charleston, North Charleston, and Mount Pleasant, all the way up through Columbia, Charlotte as well as over here near the, I believe that says, the Great PD. Start to see some marginal flooding also possible near that, especially if you live next to a river as well. That's also like one of the places that you don't want to be, especially with flooding. Slight risk again that goes all the way to the northeast of that as well. And then here is our day 3. Nothing for day 3, nothing for day 4, and nothing for day 5. As we move, let's talk about the tropics now. So the only thing here with the tropics is that we have this little area of interest over here just to the south and east of us. It has no chance of development anymore, but heavy rainfall is still possible across portions of the Carolinas, mid-Atlantic region through Friday night. So that's the only thing that we're watching out for that. And here's the drought monitor. We talked about this morning. If you did watch it, the forecast update this morning, but I wanted to talk about it in the evening just because I know a lot of people especially watch in the evening times as well. So here is the drought monitor. As you can see, we do have that D3 extreme drought going on. And let me zoom in real quick for like eastern Sumter County, southern Lee counties, most of Florence County, central Marion County, northern Horry County as well, northeastern Clarendon County, northern Williamsburg counties inside of this D3. So if you're inside the D3 or the D2 or even the D1, you really do have to watch out for your grass, for your plants, for anything that's outside that needs water. And also if you're outside as well, because obviously if a drought could occur or does occur, that means it's probably or most likely hot out there. So make sure that you guys are taking care of yourselves as well. But yeah, the D2 goes around that. That's the severe drought, goes all the way through like Marlborough County, Darlington County, Lee County, Calhoun, all the way to like towards Newberry County and Orangeburg County, and then the D1 that goes all the way from like Hampton County through like the entire Tri-County region, except for Charleston County, except for the very northern tip of Charleston County, the entire county of Horry County pretty much, York County, Greenville County, Lawrence County, Abbeville, and so pretty much if you're in the red, D3 you're in the most intense. If you're inside kind of like the light orange, D2, D1 is the tan, and D0, that means abnormally dry. And if you're in the white over here like in Aiken County and Barnwell County, you have no drought occurring for you right now. So let's go and let's talk about the future. Right now, here is what's going on in terms of the future. As we move through, there goes that low pressure that's going to move on to South Carolina as we move through tomorrow and Friday. And showers and storms, even though that system is gone, showers and storms will continue to persist even as we move through July the 14th and the 15th, maybe even the 17th and the 18th as well. The 19th, definitely more widespread rain. Same thing with the 20th and the 21st and the 22nd. And, I mean, you can just see it just continues to rain multiple days over and over and over again. And if we look at the total amount of precipitation that falls in that certain amount of time, some areas could get from now until July the 27th of up to some regions 6 to 7 inches of rain, some regions up to like 9, 10 inches of rain for the next 384 hours. And then as we move down into like the Tri-County region, maybe around 4 to 6 inches in the next 300 or so hours. So not really a lot in terms of helping out our drought issue, especially because this goes all the way to July the 27th, which is 2 weeks and 2 days from now. So we're still have a lot of work to do in terms of the drought concerns for South Carolina. Hopefully, it starts to rain more, especially in the places that need the rain. But that's pretty much that. Here's just something else that I want to show. Just kind of just like shows a whole hurricane, a whole kind of like a hurricane like identifier. Kind of makes it a bit easier for you all to see. If you go to the 500 millibar height and anomaly, if you see anything like blue out to sea, that usually resembles some sort of tropical system during, obviously, hurricane season. And I mean, as you can see, there's nothing going on until like going all the way to the end of June. Now, obviously, that can change, but as of now, no tropical activity looks like it's going to try and pop up and try to do anything. So now let's talk about the audience. Let's talk with the audience. If you want to be a part of the audience, you can by joining us at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Let me shrink it so the audience can be better seen. And let me zoom forward. And through all the chat we have today. Also, we have 10 people watching and 3 likes. Let's get that like button up to the other 7 people that have not hit the like button yet. Ms. Oliver says, good evening to you. My cousin Thad says, good evening, Joseph. I hope all is well. All is well. My Nana says, hello, Jay. Hello. It felt less humid outside today. Humidity levels, that's a great question. What was the humidity levels going through for today? That's, let me check real quick. Humidity level seems to be around, it did get to 100 today, but the minimum was 56, maximum was 100, but the average today was around 82. So, I mean, again, it's still, still possible that it felt less humid definitely at times, but it still was, especially at its max time, it was still pretty humid. And then my aunt says, good evening, nephew, good evening to you. And now let's talk about San Antonio and Raleigh, and then I think that's about it in terms of our forecast update for tonight. So let me move down here. Yeah, let me see. All right, there we go. So in terms of San Antonio for like the next 48 hours in terms of rain, nothing seems to be really occurring for like the entire state. I'd say nothing seems to be really occurring for the entire state, the entire city as we move through tomorrow. And I mean, you do have like some little instances, like you see like those little gray things. That's not really like rain. That's just, I guess you can kind of say it kind of resembles rain. Like it's like close to becoming rain, but it might have like moisture with it, but it's not like dropping or anything like that. That's what that gray stuff is. And then in terms of precipitation temperatures, as well as we move through the next 48 hours or so the high temperatures for today, for tomorrow, and for hopefully parts of the day after, which is Saturday. So as I move this forward, go through tonight, low temperatures around 73, and then high temperatures tomorrow around 88, somewhere around there. Low temperatures tomorrow at around 74, somewhere around there, and then around 2 o'clock on Saturday, it will be around 89 degrees. I'm up here towards Raleigh, North Carolina. Move up to here. And move my way back. Low temperatures tonight seems to be around 75, and then high temperatures tomorrow around 84, 85. Low temperatures around 74. 84 tomorrow night, and then around 87 at around 2 o'clock on Saturday. In terms of precipitation, as well as we move through there, as we move through here tomorrow, you do have that chance for precipitation as we move. Sorry, I just had to sneeze. But precipitation is possible, especially as we go through even tonight as well. You have some downpours through there. And then as we move through the morning hours, that will continue to move to the west. And then maybe even some thunderstorms popping up at around 2, 3, 4 o'clock. And some of these can pack some torrential downpours as well. So flash flooding is going to be a threat, especially for tomorrow as well. And then as we move into like early morning hours on Saturday, seems to be most of the showers move out of there like early morning. In terms of severe weather for both, let me look at excessive rainfall. Move my way upward. We go through day 1. Raleigh's under a marginal risk for tonight, and a slight risk of slight risk of excessive rainfall as we move into tomorrow as well. Really just scattered flash flooding is possible. And then as we move through Saturday, no chance for Raleigh at all. And then Sunday, San Antonio is under a risk of some excessive rainfall for this is for Sunday, marginal risk, 5% chance. Minor flooding is possible. Isolated flash flooding is possible on Sunday. And then other than that, that's pretty much it in terms of that. In terms of actual like severe weather, like in general, I'm looking at my screen right now. Seems to be nothing for y'all for today. Same thing for tomorrow and the day after that as well. So it seems to be, again, just like another chill, not really too much of a severe weather period going on. I mean, you can even see today as well. Here's the outlook for today. Look, we have 2 marginal risk of severe weather, and that's it. But it's going to uptick, especially as we get into like day 3, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday as well. As we already have some severe weather that's going to be possible as we move through those days as well. So I will keep y'all updated on that though. I did see a couple more things inside the chat, a couple more chats. Let's see. Maybe it was a light breeze. I mean, it's possible it was a light breeze today. Again, not really. It was still pretty humid, but light breeze could have been. Favorite weather for the weekend. Let me go and check that out right now. In terms of rain, for Fayetteville, rain is. Oh, you said the weekend. Let me kind of extend this a bit further. All right, there we go. All right, so in terms of any type of rain for Fayetteville for the weekend, as we move through to tomorrow, not really anything too much for tomorrow. But then as we move through Saturday is going to be obviously that day where we have that chance for some minor flooding to occur. Friday, I should say, tomorrow is the best chance to see any type of flash flooding. But if we pass through Friday and we go through to Saturday, again, just isolated downpours are possible going to around 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4, 5 o'clock. It's also possible. And then around 2 o'clock in the morning on Sunday looks nice. So showers still to your south. And then as you move into any types of temperatures, or if we move into temperatures for the next 60 hours through the weekend, let me pull my thing up, my little tool up, and wait for this thing at the top. And then as we wait for that to load, though, seems to be, as we move through to the tomorrow, Friday, seems to be around 85, somewhere around there as highs. And then tomorrow night lows around 77. Highs on Saturday around 88, and as we move into Sunday, like the night of Sunday, it'll be around 79 as a low. That's pretty much Fayetteville's weather. Chance of minor flooding is also possible on Saturday. And that's it. So I don't really see anything else that I really need to comment on inside the comment section. And that's it. So I am going to head out. Make sure that you guys hit the like button, the subscribe button as well. We're at 150, so we did hit the goal before next week. Remember, next week I wanted to be at 150 subscribers, and we have hit it. And since we have hit it, that is a pretty fantastic thing. Very good checkpoint or landmark to be at, especially if we're trying to hit our goal of 200 by August the 31st. So that's all I have to say on that. Make sure you guys hit the share button, the like button, and the subscribe button. And I'll be back with you guys tomorrow, Friday, with your Friday.
Hey!